Social media is reshaping our world, and the sport of golf is no exception. Once seen as a reserved game with strict etiquette, golf has entered a new era where it's reaching diverse audiences around the world, changing how fans engage and perceive the sport. Today, we're going to be diving into how social media is transforming golf and redefining the social literacy, discourse, and traditions. For centuries, golf has been seen as a sport for the elite. Traditionally, it came as a specific literacy, a set of rules and etiquette that maintained its exclusive image. Author Richard Moss described how country clubs aimed to perceive aspects of Victorian culture. Membership was a mark of status, informed by strict dress codes, phone restrictions, and extensive rules. As Moss states, class, social class, and ethnic groups seemed to sort themselves out as much by country clubs as by wages. This exclusivity shaped who belonged in the world of golf. As someone who's grown up experiencing the contrast between private clubs like Birchwood and public courses like Longshore, I've witnessed firsthand how this culture impacts player treatment and etiquette. In country clubs, members are treated almost like royalty, but at municipal courses, the atmosphere is more relaxed and accessible to everyone. However, as social media breaks down these old barriers, golfers' culture is transforming, making it more exclusive and engaging for all, no matter what course or country club they belong or play at. Social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are revolutionizing how golf reaches new audiences. Influencers such as Sabrina Andolfo and groups like Good bring a fresh approach, making golf fun and relatable. By sharing relatable and sometimes humorous moments, they draw in a younger viewer who may have thought that the game was out of reach. To help uncover the life of golf influencers in the world of social media, I scheduled a meeting with Jake Hutt, a verified golf influencer with over 400,000 followers. Here are my questions and his replies. What role do you think social media plays in shaping an athlete's public image?
I mean, it's going to obviously affect your public image in that how you project yourself on social media is how the world sees you. If you've got a large following and you're posting yourself partying and drinking and doing dumb shit, you're going to lose out on lots of opportunity to make money with sponsors. Lots less people are going to want to work with you. So definitely how you craft the narrative on yourself, the videos you post, the content you post, is definitely going to impact a lot of different things.
How has social media changed the way people perceive and engage with golf as a sport?
I think people now understand that golf is not nearly as serious as they used to think it was back in like the 80s or 90s. The outfits have changed. The whole narrative is completely different. People are seeing people have fun with it. People are messing around with it. People are hitting trick shots. People are partying on the golf course and doing all sorts of, different things that you never used to see on any golf network. Obviously, before social media, it was just Golf Channel, and all you're watching is the PGA Tour, which is a very buttoned-up league, and there's none of what you see now. So I think that's a big reason why golf has grown so much is the social media, the engagement, and people just seeing how open and unexclusive it can be. People are playing at muni courses and not just country clubs, and people are having fun with it.
What role do influencers like yourself play in making golf more accessible to new audiences?
Influencers such as myself, how we shape the game. I think everyone just has a different way of showcasing and making the game fun. So in my case, I've fused music with golf. My goal has always been to make golf more inclusive and more simple, especially in instruction. I think lots of golf instruction is hard to understand, unapproachable, boring. I was always bored watching 20-minute long YouTube videos. So I tried to make them as short and simple and catchy as possible, get a little tune stuck in your head, but also do really good research to make sure the information that I present is good. So well-packaged, simple, fun, instructional content that a 2-year-old or a 90-year-old could understand. That's how I hope to shape the game and instruction in my own way.
Have you noticed any shifts in the types of content golf fans are looking for online, and how do you adapt to these changes?
Yeah, golf fans, question 4, they're looking for everything, whether it be a podcast. Some people are watching, just really shit golfers play golf against each other and have fun with it. It's definitely no longer, I just want to watch the best players. Obviously, YouTube golf is blowing up. Channels like Good, where you have, celebrities are playing golf against, your normal handicappers, 18 handicappers, whatever. So it's definitely a type of content I think not a lot of people would have expected to work so well. Just the average golfer is crushing it online, and people are having fun watching it because they are engaging. They create fun content. It's relatable, and I think that's probably the biggest shift is people have realized that it's not just the best golfers people want to watch. It's ultimately the most entertaining people, I think, that people engage with most.
Do you think social media has made golf feel more inclusive or approachable? How have you contributed to this as an influencer?
Yeah, I think golf is definitely more approachable. All the types of content have definitely made it more apparent that you do not need to be a good golfer to go out and have fun. People have also realized, I think most people are really bad at golf, so if you want to go out and play a scramble, if you're in a corporate setting and you're afraid to play, afraid to go out with your team or afraid to go out with your boss, I think people now are realizing that all they need to do is just keep up, have a good attitude, and they can go out and they can enjoy the game and utilize the networking and all the advantages that come along with being on the course and playing, whereas I think once before, I think people were probably a lot more intimidated, thinking that they needed to be way better than they are, and now people are realizing that everyone really does suck at golf.
Through platforms like TikTok, influencers show us that even pros face challenges, creating an accessible narrative around golf. This change in tone is significant. It's building a community and allowing fans to see players as real people, and that is something that is completely new for the game of golf. While social media has opened doors, there are also downsides, like with everything. Female golfers, for instance, continue to face sexist comments. Golf Digest has shared a clip of Sofia Popov during the British Open, with comments such as "wife material," "hard to watch because of her tight shorts," and more flooded the post. This toxicity isn't just online, whether it's sexual comments or comments regarding players' capabilities. I've also experienced something like this in real life, overhearing comments questioning my presence at the course. Now we have an interview with the Associate Dean for the Media School at Indiana University. Let's hear what he has to say from his personal experience. In your opinion, how has social media changed the way fans engage with sports? Summarizing some of the points that Professor Calvillo gave to me, two major changes in the fandom are the ability to connect with others across geographical boundaries and the direct access to unfiltered content. In the 90s, fans relied on newspapers, TVs, and radios with information filtered by sports editors, limiting reach and perspectives. Today, social media allows fans to interact globally, growing fan bases and enabling leagues like the WNBA to engage directly with diverse audiences, bypassing traditional media constraints. What role do you think social media plays in shaping a team's or athlete's public image? From Calvillo's professional experience, he says that organizations shape how fans perceive them by framing themselves in specific ways. For example, the Celtics emphasize professionalism and tradition, while the Miami Heat focus on youthfulness, trendiness, and being socially savvy. By sharing fun, attractive, and compelling content, they create a cool factor that fans aspire to be a part of. This shift contrasts with the past, when traditional media focused solely on factual reporting. What are some positive and negative impacts of athletes sharing their personal lives on social media? Calvillo says to be effective on social media with a large following, athletes need to balance content about their on-field performance with personal, relatable posts. Sharing light on everyday details like enjoying food or mountain climbing helps humanize them and build connections with fans who see shared interests. While this can risk offending some, such authenticity resonates especially with younger audiences who may view neutrality as fake. This approach contrasts with older strategies of staying neutral to maintain a purely professional image. According to Calvillo, social media also allows athletes to build their own public images beyond just skill on the field. Athletes can now showcase their personalities, interests, and even vulnerabilities, creating a more relatable and approachable image. Think of the Netflix series Full Swing, where players like Justin Thomas openly share the challenges of the sport. As he says, "This sport is freaking brutal." It's this honesty that makes pro players feel more real to us. Marketing around golf has evolved. Advertisements have shifted from wordy traditional ads in the 70s to more bold and visually engaging content today. We see brands collaborating with players like Brooke Henderson's partnership with Skechers. This transition from simple endorsements to full partnerships shows golf adapting to modern digital trends and furthering their connection with younger fans. Historically, golf was a sport tied to exclusivity, dominated by elite country clubs that upheld strict rules and etiquette to maintain their privileged image. However, social media is breaking down these barriers, making golf more relatable and engaging for younger and more diverse audiences. Influencers like Sabrina Andolfo and Jake Hutt bring humor, creativity, and authenticity to the sport, proving that golf is not just for the elite, but for everyone. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram have created spaces where new players feel welcomed and connected, broadening golf's appeal. Despite this progress, challenges such as sexism and toxicity remain, especially for female golfers, who often face inappropriate comments both online and on the course. Recognizing these issues is critical to continuing the sport's journey towards true inclusivity. Additionally, golf's marketing has shifted the traditional methods to bold, digital campaigns and collaborations, aligning with the interests of modern audiences. Social media has also allowed athletes to humanize their public images, sharing personal moments that foster deeper connections with fans. I think that golf is on its way towards a transformation, shedding its exclusive image to become a sport that truly welcomes everyone, and social media is the driving force behind this change, making golf more relatable and breaking down barriers that once kept many out. Technology, such as virtual experiences like golf simulators, will help to modernize the game, making it more engageable and accessible. Public courses and social leagues will help to change golf, but the players of the sport must work on issues such as sexism to fully embrace inclusivity. Golf's evolution feels inevitable. It's no longer just for the elite, and that's exactly what the sport needs to thrive in today's world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the changing world of golf. From traditional country clubs to the digital realm, golf is evolving, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. Make sure to follow and join the conversation.